going to begin with a slip knot to start this project, and you're going to grab your 4.5mm hook. We are working now on the band of our shorts, so I'm going to chain up the length that I want my band to be. I've chained up 6 or 1.5 inches long, so I'm going to block off this end and chain 3. Prepare for double crochet, and I'm going to go back into the 4th stitch and place the double crochet. I'm going to place a double crochet all the way down. Once you get at the end, you're going to chain up 3, and then you're going to turn your work, and then we're going to now work on the back loops only, placing double crochets. We are going to work this pattern all the way down, chain 3 and place double crochets in the back loops only. This is going to be our pattern for the band of our shorts. You're going to want to make this as long as the widest part of your hips. Once you've worked up to your length that you need, you are going to attach the two sides together. Go into this very fast chain. I'm going to try and do it on this first panel. I go through the first one. On the second one, I go through the last loop so that I'm able to try and get the same ribbing pattern. Once you get the end, you're going to chain 1, and then now we're going to start working across our project. We're going to be placing 2 single crochets in the same row all round. So go right into the space with a single crochet. Connect the end of your row to the first of your row with a slip stitch. So at this point, we're going to switch from using our 4.5mm hook, and we're going to start using our 6mm hook. And we're going to place stitch markers at the end and in the middle on both sides. You're just going to place stitch markers as I did. They're equidistant from each other, this from this and this from this. So we're going to start working on our pattern on this side till we reach this stitch marker, and then we're going to come back and knock on the other side, right? At this particular point, you're going now to start chaining our length, so you can take your measurements of how long you want your shorts to be. I'm not going to be putting a borderline at the end, so put that into consideration. So once you have the length that you require, you're going to block off your last chain, and then you're going to chain 1 and go back into that third chain with a single crochet. You're going to place a single crochet all the way down your chain, and then you're going to connect it at our base. But for now, let me show you how I'm working this first. Once you get to the end of your row, you're going to connect it to the base of your project using a slip stitch. So you're just going to go through both the first and the second loop, and then you're going to slip stitch. So that connects our row to our base. Slip stitch the first loop, and then you're going to do the same for the second loop. Once you've done that, you're going to flip your work And then now we're going to be working on half double crochets on our rows, but only at the back loops. So you're going to prepare for a half double crochet, go into your back loop. Now you have 3, yarn over all 3 of them, and then you're going to work your half double crochets all the way down. Once you get to the end, you're going to chain 1 and work back a row of single crochet in the back loops only, and that's going to be our pattern for the body of these shorts. I have a height of 40 chains, so I've just worked my way to this first stitch marker, and from here I'm going to start increasing because this is going to be my back side panel. I want to make my back a bit longer than my front panel, so I'm going to be increasing in alternate rows. I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing that. Right now I'm on my row where I've been doing half double crochets all the way down. A little pointer: if you want your edge to be a bit straighter, for your last chain in every row, go through both loops, not just the back loop only. So I'm almost at the end of my half double crochet rows. At this last stitch I'm going to do an increase of 2, so I'm going to place 1 double crochet and another one in the same stitch. I'm now only going to be doing my increases on the half double crochet row. So now I'm going to chain 1 and flip my work. I'm going to work on my single crochet row as I usually would and connect it here and work my way back down with half double crochets and then do my increase. I'm going to do my increases steadily until I reach my second stitch marker, which is here, and then I'll meet you guys back and then we'll proceed. On your last row, do not place an increase. This is my last row of half double crochets. On this last row I'm not going to place any increase on this last loop. Remember, we've been increasing gradually, but on this last one I won't increase. I'm just going to go into both loops with a half double crochet, and I'm going to chain 1, tie and secure my knot. Once you're finished with this side, you remember that this is our side panel, but this is our front side panel and this is our back side panel where we've done our increase. So for us to continue this pattern, we're going to begin from here to continue all the way back to the front. So we're going to have to chain a length long enough that is as long as this back portion, because we're going to be working on our back side first and then our front side next. So my chain is 48, so that's what I'm going to connect my length as being. Calculate your own length and get your own chain for how long it should be. Make sure you have the same number of chains as this one. For myself, mine is 48, so that's how many I am going to chain. I'm going to attach my yarn at this particular point where my stitch marker is. Once you have your length, you're going to block off your last chain and then chain 1. Go back into that chain with a single crochet. We're doing the similar pattern as we did for our first funnel, so we're going to do this all the way back. Attach it to your base, chain your way back up with half double crochets on your back loops. Once you attach your single crochet row to your base, you're going to work up your next 2 stitches with a slip stitch. Now we're going to place half double crochets all the way back down on our back loops only. We're not going to be decreasing in this row. We're just going to place a standard row, but after this row we're going to start decreasing so that we can work back the length we increased on this side. I'm working up to the end of my row, of my half double crochet rows. On this last chain, do not make an increase or decrease, just place a standard half double crochet. So we're going to continue placing single crochets on this row all the way down, connect to our base, and then work our way back with half double crochets, and then I'm going to be showing you guys how we're going to be decreasing from there. But for now, just continue this pattern. At your fourth row of half double crochet, you're going to be doing your decrease. You're going to yarn over, go through the back loop, pull through, yarn over, go through both loops, pull through, and then pull through all of them, and that's going to serve as our decrease. You're going to chain one, flip your work, continue placing single crochets all the way down and connect. Work your way back up with half double crochets as we've been doing, and then do your decrease. We're going to be doing a decrease gradually till we reach this next stitch. You'll end up with something that looks like this for both sides. I've already attached mine, so let me just explain to you guys how I did that. First, you'd want to place your shorts as they should be, and then you'll take your measurements that you require from your waist to under your leg, the length. So for mine, as you notice, you guys, we increased on this back panel, so the back is going to be definitely longer than the front. I took the front measurements from my waist to down here. I have 7 inches, and then the remainder of the chains I had left are 15. So for the back panel, I counted 15 chains, and then I placed a stitch marker there. So this distance here and this distance here is the same, but this distance is shorter and this back one is longer than this front one. So that's what you want to end up having. So right now I'm going to demonstrate how, or show you guys how you're going to add the rows for your hip allowance as I did mine. Depending on what row you left on, if it's up here or down here, you might not need to detach and attach your yarn again, but for mine I will need to do that. So you'll just come and attach your yarn here on the back loop of this stitch. After you have that, you're going to chain up 2, prepare for a half double crochet, go into this chain, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. I added an additional row of 8 rows. You're now going to connect it to this other panel. Once you have that, I'm going to go into both loops and into this next panel, and then I'm going to slip stitch through. I'm going to do it all the way down till here and then cut and secure my knot. Once you've completed your additional rows of your hip allowance, now we're going to seam in this entire edge together like that, all the way around to the back. So you're going to attach your thread in whichever end, either the front or the back, and then you're going to go through the front. You're going to go through the loops of this front panel and then both loops in the back panel, pull through and single crochet. We're going to do this all the way down. Once you're finished with your seam, you're going to just put it inside out or the right side out, and then this is your final product. Now we're going to chain a chain long enough to go through our waist and for it to act as a drawstring. You also want to weave in your loose threads while you're at it. Once you're done weaving in your ends and sewing in your drawstring, you'll be done with your shorts. I absolutely love this. They're so cute. I was looking for something to wear in the house during this quarantine period, and I think this is the perfect, you know, comfortable pair of shorts to wear in the house. I'm going to be making a matching top to go with this shorts, so be in the lookout for that video. If you do like this pair of shorts and if you do like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Please share if you care, please subscribe, and be sure to turn on your notification bell so that you're in the know when I make new postings. If you have any requests, comments, or if you would just like to say hello, hit me up in the comment section below and let me know what's up, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.